بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. اللهم لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم. اللهم زدنا علما يا رب العالمين. Inshallah, today is the second episode of this great topic is المعلوم من الدين بالضرورة, that every single Muslim should know something about the religion. It's normal and basics, but a lot of people, they want to ask. Also, a lot of people have their opinion and they think that their opinion is the religion of Allah. And when they listen to different opinions, they cannot imagine that Deenullahi is something big. And you cannot just take your opinion and go and feel that or believe that this is the truth and anything else is wrong. I was in the khutbah today talking about al-khilaf, al-ikhtilaf. We have Qatada, used to be the student of Mujahid. Mujahid used to be student of Ibn Abbas. Ibn Abbas used to be student of Rasulullah. I have more than 10 masail fiqhiyya. Qatada has differences opinion of Mujahid. Mujahid has differences opinion of Ibn Abbas. Ibn Abbas has different opinion of all of them. I'm talking about the teacher and his students from As-Salaf As-Salih. For some people, they think that they have opinion and their opinion is right, is truth, and any different opinions is wrong. No, ya akhi. This is the first point. I want to affirm it here before I start. Al-Fuqaha, we're talking about fiqhi knowledge. Ilm fiqhi. Fiqh means there are 4 madahib. As a madahib al-Sunnah wal-Jama'ah, Ahl al-Sunnah wal-Jama'ah. Shafi'iyya, Hanabila, Ahnaf, Al-Malikiyya. We do respect all madahib. And you should know all madahib before you criticize others. If you have one opinion about something, if you want to criticize others, go ahead and study them first before you criticize. And this is what we call it, al-fiqh al-muqaran, the comparison between the madahib. Ilm kbir, mawad, subjects, people are studying it in the universities. We should, before we criticize other madahib, to come and study it and feel where is the strongest evidence, then you can criticize what you like. But know first the ilm, then come and criticize. This is the first point that I wanted to affirm it, because today we will continue what started inshallah in the last week. We were talking about purity, at-tahara. And this is the first topic actually in all madahib wal-fiqh. Open any book of fiqh book, you'll find the first thing, at-tahara. Why? Because at-tahara, it's the basic thing before as-salah. And then after as-salah, go to as-siyam. After as-siyam, go to az-zakat. Then go to al-hajj. This is the basic things which the Muslim and believer should know it. For example, مثلا al-fiqh al-maliki, when they pray to Allah, when they say assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, they say one salam only. They don't make 2. But other madahib, they make 2 salam. Can I, as a one follow other madahib, comes to Maliki madhab and tell him in Morocco, like the majority of people in Morocco, the majority of people in Algeria, the majority of people in Tunisia, the majority of people in Mauritania, can I come to them and say, hey, your salah is a void because my madhab says this? Now you let thousands and millions of people are wrong and you are the right. They have their evidences. If you don't like this, okay, leave it. Take another madhab. Just I'm giving you a small example. Why I said this? Because now we're going to enter the differences between al-madahib. This is the fiqh issue. We are teaching fiqh now. We have to know al-madahib. We respect all of them. I studied all of them. I'm going to summarize inshallah. For now, we took the purity, at-tahara. Purity has 8 things, 8 topics. The water and the types of it, we talk about it. And najasa, impurities, and the types of it, we talk about it. Today, we will talk about al-istinja wal-istijmar, يعني the way of cleaning. After you use the bathroom, after you make number 1 and number 2, after you make this in the bathroom, there is adab, virtues, there is etiquettes, and there is ahkam, rules, in al-istinja wal-istijmar. We're going to explain it. I can't focus, please. Then another thing that al-wudu. Al-wudu, this is big issue. Inshallah, we're going to take it in details. Inshallah, this is our topics today. Purity has 8 things. Number one, the water. Number two, impurities. Number three, istinja wa istijmar, cleaning. Number four, wudu. Number five, ghusl, to wash your body after janaba. Number five. Number six, after that, at-tayammum. If there is no water, you have to make tayammum. Then, al-ghasl or al-mash ala al-jawari, to wipe on your shoes or your socks. Then the eighth one, that sunan al-fitra. We talked about two last week, and today we will talk about two. Al-istinja wal-istijmar. Let us start with al-istinja wal-istijmar. What that means? Al-istinja comes in Arabic root from istinja, or from najah. Najah, to be saved, to be survived. And this is, they took it in lazim al-ma'na. It's difficult, but I'm going inshallah to explain. What the meaning of lazim al-ma'na? Did you study yesterday? You tell me I ate the book. That means you give me extremist meaning to let me understand you studied well, hard, but you said I ate the book. Physically you didn't eat the book. But you tell me this to let me understand that you studied hard. This is lazimul ma'na. Okay? Now this thing, al-istinja, like you be saved. There is najah happened. You were like lost or you were in trouble, then you became saved. The only thing that you will enter the bathroom and you will clean yourself. That's it. But we bring it in lazimul ma'na. You know now that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala saved you from the impurity, you became pure now. Allahu Akbar. This is al-istinja means. Al-istinja means to clean yourself and purify yourself with the water. With the water. This is al-istinja means. And the rules of this, you have to wipe and clean everything until there is no smell, there is no color, and there is no taste. If there is something like water and you wanted to check in this water, is that water purified or no? Like what we said last time. The smell, then the color, then the taste. If you wanted to purify something, you have to wipe it until there is nothing. This is like at-tahara wal-istinja'u min al-hadath al-asghar. We said last week, hadath asghar means minor action. Like you make number one or number two. You urinate or you defecate. If you make these two things, you should make istinja or istijmar. But let us focus about the first thing, to clean with the water. Many convert people, they ask about that. Yes, Islam has a speciality here. The cleaning, after you have the bathroom, you should clean it with the water. Yes, you can wash it or clean it with the papers, with the rocks, small stones, not big rocks, small ones, small stones. You can use with the small bones, with the sticks of the trees, with the leaves of the trees, with the papers. Yes, you can. But the first thing and priority here for the water. This is al-istinja means. Let us forward to al-istijmar. It comes from the word jamara or al-jamr. Al-jamr means the small stones. If there is no water, you should also clean yourself and purify yourself with these small stones. That means al-istijmar. Stones, leaves, papers, bones, sticks, anything from nature, you can use it to make al-istijmar. There is a big question here. If there is water and there is papers or leaves or stones, can I use al-istijmar and there is water? There is two opinions here. The majority of al-fuqaha, like more than 70%, they said it's disliked, makruh. But it won't, like if you did it, your wudu will be accepted, but will be disliked wudu. Wudu makruh. This is the majority of al-fuqaha. And some fuqaha, they said no way. If there is water and you use the paper or the stones, your wudu will be avoided. This is small fuqaha, like little bit of fuqaha, sorry. But the majority of al-fuqaha, they said you can make it even though the water is there, but will be disliked, will be makruh. And there is big difference between al-karahiyah wal-butlan. Al-butlan means it's okay, your wudu won't be accepted. This is batal al-wudu. It's avoid. And al-makruh, it's good, accepted, but you won't take ajr. It will be makruh. Okay, my point here is clear now. Number one, the priority number one for the water if there is water. If there is water and you use istijmar, your wudu will be accepted but will be disliked. غير مستحب. مكروه. Okay. But this is al-istinja wal-istijmar. Now before I finish and I end this point, let us take the adab al-khala. When you go to the bathroom, there is virtuous things that you have to take care of it. من سنن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم. Number one, you have to enter the bathroom with your left feet, left leg. You enter with your left. You know what, I have one best information for you to know how many informations in al-fiqh. They have more than 60 opinions that if you enter with your foot only, with the left one, okay, it's not with your body. Can you, or you should go with your side, left side. Wallahi, more than 60 opinions of that. But طبعا we don't have time to say with these things. Let me just summarize it and make it easy for you. Now, you enter with your left leg. This is the first action that you should make it. Not you should, mustahab to make it, to follow the sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. As-sunnah al-amaliyah, Prophet's doings. Enter with your left leg. Then after that, you have to make these things when you are sitting, not when you are standing. But what about if you make it while you are standing? What's going on? Is that haram? No. Why? Because there is hadith in al-Bukhari عن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم. Mu'adh ibn Jabal narrated this hadith and he said, بال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم واقفا. That Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam urinated when he was standing because he was in the talla, in the highest. Then he did this because the ground that time was moist. And there are like clays and you know. He was sallallahu alaihi wasallam aware that the urine won't like dirty his thobe or his clothes. Then he did it when he was standing. From this hadith, al-fuqaha said, there is no problem if you make it when you are standing, because Rasulullah did it. Another fuqaha said, no. He did it because of reason. There is reason, then he did it, because the ground was moist. And another fuqaha came back and said, if it's moist, and he was taking care of himself, he should that time make it when he is sitting, to take care that no najasa comes to his clothes. But now, the difference is between fuqaha. Allah, how beauty is it? I'm enjoying when I'm reading the differences between the fuqaha. Every single one has evidence and has his explanation. All of them are right. All of them are right. Then, another thing, another hadith, to be honest, I should bring another hadith of different group of people. They said, Aisha radiallahu anha said, ما بال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم قط واقفا في بيتي. He doesn't urinate sallallahu alayhi wa sallam ever in my house when he was standing. He was making it when he was sitting. Another fuqaha said, okay, this is in her house. What about different places? He did it in this place, and the Sahaba Ridwanullah alayhim narrated this narration. See the differences now? My opinion is it's disliked. If you make it when you are sitting, that's better. This is my opinion. But if you make it when you are standing, nobody can say that you make something haram. Haram is a big word. And I'm starting this series because I wanted to affirm one thing. Do not say about anything haram except that you have dalil. يا أيها الذين آمنوا لا تحرموا طيبات ما أحل الله لكم ولا تعتدوا. Or you who believe, do not make something haram, Allah doesn't make it. And if you make it, you make transgression. اعتداء ولا تعتدوا. Do not transgress. إن الله لا يحب المعتدين. Allah doesn't like the transgressors. Actually, if you make something haram, Allah doesn't make it, and you think it's a religious thing. Let me just take an akhd bil ahwat and make everything haram. Now actually, you make something haram. Because Allah said, do not make this. You make i'tida, transgression, ala haqqillah, on the rights of Allah. Who are you to make something haram Allah doesn't make? You are pious more than the Prophet and the Sahaba? You know how is haram and how is halal more than Allah? For now, you cannot say if you urinate when you are standing that you make something haram. No way. You cannot say that. It's disliked. The preference here to make it when you are sitting. يبقى now, the first adab to enter with your left leg. The second thing to make it when you are sitting. And the third thing, that after you finish, you have to come out from the bathroom with your right leg. Then the last thing, you have to say this beautiful dua. When you are enter, Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min al-khubthi wal-khaba'ith. Oh Allah, I seek refuge in you from the males of jinn and females of jinn. Al-khubth wal-khaba'ith. And by the way, there is jinn sitting in the bathrooms, in the dirty places. You have to know this. Inshallah, in the future we will make one episode about al-jinn. You should believe there is jinn because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is talking about them. Yibba now, this is the dua when you enter. Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min al-khubthi wal-khaba'ith. Oh Allah, I seek refuge in you from the females of jinn and males of jinn. Yibba now, when you come back, you come out from the bathroom, you should say غفرانك الحمد لله الذي عافاني وأذهب عني الأذى. Oh Allah, why غفرانك? غفرانك, you seek forgiveness from Allah. Why? What you did in the bathroom? Did you make something wrong in the bathroom? Then you seek forgiveness from Allah? No. يقول العلماء رحمهم الله تعالى, you have been in the place that you couldn't remember Allah. Yes, in the bathroom. You can't remember Allah in the bathroom. So after you come out, you right away say غفرانك, that I seek forgiveness from you that I didn't remember you. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. I didn't remember you with my tongue. You can remember Allah in any time with your heart. But when you are in the bathroom, you cannot use any dhikr on your tongue. So when you came out from the bathroom, you seek forgiveness, oh Allah, I have been half hour or quarter hour or 10, whatever, and I didn't remembering you. I seek forgiveness from you, O Allah. غفرانك. Then Alhamdulillah, all praise to Allah. الذي أذهب عني الأذى. He took this adha, this bad thing away from my body. Alhamdulillah. You have to remember in this dua, those who cannot make this in the bathrooms, cannot urinate, cannot defecate. والعياذ بالله. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala يشفيهم, نسأل الله يكتب لهم الشفاء. But remember this, ya akhi. Remind yourself. Alhamdulillah, you come in and you come out without problems. Wallahi, it's a big grace from Allah. Because of that, we are saying Alhamdulillah. الذي أذهب عني الأذى وعافاني. Allahu Akbar. Yibqa 5 virtues, 5 adab, 5 indicates, 5 things. Enter with the left, get out with the right. When you enter, say the dua, Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min al-khubthi wal-khaba'ith. When you come out, say dua غفرانك Alhamdulillah الذي أذهب عني الأذى وعافاني. Make it when you are sitting, yeah? And after that, also watch your body and your clothes that there is no najasa on it. This is the 4 or the 5 things, because the dua, we have 2 dua now, 5 things that you should make it as a virtuous, indicates when you are enter the bathroom or come out. Now we finish the first thing, that al-istinja wal-istijmar wa adab al-khala. The second thing, inshallah, and I will end my episode, that will be about al-wudu. What the meaning of al-wudu? What is the importance of al-wudu? What is the obligatory acts of al-wudu? What is the sunnah acts of al-wudu? What is nawaqid al-wudu? 5 things, inshallah, and we will finish bi'idhnillah ta'ala. What al-wudu means? Al-wudu, actually, you have to say it in the right way. Al-wadu. Al-waw maftuha. Al-wudu. Why? Al-wudu coming from wada'a. Wada means lights. Like if I light things, that means I make it wadda. Wajhun wadda'un. Wa wajhun ka wajhi al-qamar. That you make the lightness in the face. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because wudu is very important thing, Allah has mentioned it in one long, big ayah. Imagine that Allah doesn't mention about the details of as-salah in the Quran. But Allah does mention the details of al-wudu in the Quran. Why? Because as-salah, it's very important, and people before us, they were praying. Then when Rasulullah came, he showed them our prayer, and it comes with us with the sunnah al-amaliyah. But the wudu, it's like a special act for us. People before us, they were praying, but they weren't making wudu. This is a big point here. Yes, they were praying, Allah told Bani Israel, وَأَقِيمُوا الصَّلَاةَ وَآتُوا الزَّكَاةَ وَارْكَعُوا مَعَ الرَّاكِعِينَ سُجَّدًا رُكَّعًا. They were bowing and prostrating and praying to Allah, but they weren't making wudu. This is a special thing for the Muslim people, that Allah has honored us and He mentioned us al-wudu. This is the importance of al-wudu. Yibqa wada'a, it's light. It's coming and wiping the sins from you. When you make wudu, you should feel that. Your sins is just coming down from your body to make your face more light. That you are washing your body because you're going to pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, facing Him. See the beauty of al-wudu? It comes from al-wadu, wad-da. It comes from the light, lightness. Wudu, nur ala nur. This is the meaning of al-wudu. The importance I said, Allah has mentioned. Big ayah. يا أيها الذين آمنوا إذا قمتم إلى الصلاة فاغسلوا وجوهكم وأيديكم إلى المرافق وامسحوا برؤوسكم وأرجلكم إلى الكعبين. Focus with me now, because we're going to take the obligatory acts of al-wudu. What the meaning of obligatory act? Obligation. If you break one from these, your wudu will be a void, batil. Then your salah will be a void too. For these terms, you should focus about it. And the whole fuqaha have more than 50 differences. I'm just going to give you the 6 pillars. There is no one have differences of it. 6 pillars, you should make it. If you break one of it, your salah will be gone. The first thing, an-niyyah, intention. You take intention that you will make wudu. إِنَّمَا الْأَعْمَالُ بِالنِّيَّاتِ. Hadith al Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that all deeds coming with the niyyah. What is your niyyah, your intention? It's not you washing your hands and making wudu and you don't focus about the thing which you do. It's very important. And this is one term from the terms of al-wudu. Number 1, an-niyyah. Number 2, غسل الوجه وما حوى. To wash your face and everything in your face, included the mouth and the nose. Now I'm not talking about madmada, to move the water in your mouth like this. This is not obligatory act, this is sunnah act. The obligatory, that means if you don't do it, your wudu will be avoided. You should have intention, niyyah. You should wash your face and your mouth to let the water come in and out, and to also clean your nose. This is the second act. Then the third act, you should wash your hands from the toes until the elbows. اغسلوا أيديكم إلى المرافق. طبعا a lot of differences. Is that the elbows included, or until the elbows, or after the elbows? يا أخي يعني wash all of it. يعني what you lose يعني? Just wash the whole thing. Wash the elbows, please. Yeah, okay. Even now, washing face and included the mouth and the nose, and washing the hands from the toes until the elbows. Then after that, wiping the head and wiping the ears. Then after that, washing the feet. Okay? Even now, number 1, intention. Number 2, washing face and the mouth and nose. Washing the hands from the toes until the elbows. Then wiping the head and the ears. Then after that, washing the feet. The 6th one, at-tartib, to make it in order. You cannot make like washing your face, then making your hands, then coming back to wiping, or wiping your head, then coming back to washing your hands. No, you should make it in this order. 6 pillars. Again, last thing, because we have convert people, they wanted to know. Number 1, intention, to take intention. Number 2, washing the hands. Washing the face, included the mouth and the nose. Washing the hands from the toes until the elbows. Wiping the head and the ears, and washing the feet. From the toes until the ankles. إلى الكعبين, Allah said. Then after that, to make it in order. If you break one from this, invalidate one of this, your wudu unfortunately won't be accepted. Okay, this is very important point. Now let us move to the sunnah acts. What the meaning of sunnah acts? That there is Prophet's doings and Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam that he was making it. But it's not obligatory. If it's obligatory, Allah would mention it. But if you should make it to imitate. To imitate Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Yeah, let us take the sunnah, 7 sunnah. The first thing, to wash your hand before you start washing your face. In obligatory acts, we said washing the face, then washing the hands from the toes to elbows. No. Wash your forehead first. The first thing that you do. Then before this, you should also say Bismillah. Yibba Bismillah and washing the forehands as a sunan min sunan al-Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. If you don't do it, your wudu will be accepted but will be disliked. Makruh. Make it please. Make it. Yibba Bismillah. You wash your hands, forehands. Then the third sunnah that al-madmada. When you go to wash your face, included your mouth and your nose, you should wash your face or clean, your mouth in this way. You just move the water between your teeth. It's very good and very clean. Yes, to make it clean, more clean. That's good. Especially if you eat garlic or onions. So you have to wash it good in the best way. Okay. Another sunnah, that the nose itself. You should bring the breath in, breathe out. The sunnah of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam to clean your nose is something good too. Deenuna deenun nadafa. Wallahi. Our deen is the religion of the cleanness. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Yeah, this is the sunnah. Yibba now, Bismillah, wash your forehands first. The third thing, the mouth. You should make madmada. Then your nose, you should make istinshaq. Then also your ears, you should wipe it from in and from out. From in and from out. The whole thing. Then after that, one from the sunan, which people leave it, that to make al-wudu properly, to let the water reach to every limb and to make it properly. Especially in the time of cold. It's so cold, and just you bring the water to your body and that's it. Oh, the water reached to everything. Yes, that's good, but the sunnah, that to make it good, properly. Ala al-makarih. Even though if the weather is so bad and you should make it properly as a sunnah from Sunnah Rasul. And the last thing, and the most important thing, a lot of people asked me about this. That you have to use the water in the properest way. Do not wasteful the water. Wallahi al-azim, there are brothers are making wudu in 1 hour. Literally in 1 hour. I'm asking Allah to cure them because they are sick. I'm asking Allah to cure them. Because they have al-waswas al-qahri. It comes to their minds, every single thing. No, maybe the water doesn't touch my skin. Let me make it again. And he washed his hand again. And I washed it, but I don't think maybe. Come back. Wallahi, they take sometimes 1 hour. Where is the sunnah of Rasulullah? He was making wudu with half glass of water. Sallallahu ala Muhammad. Properly. But with little bit of water. Yeah, this is the sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Did he making wudu in 1 hour? This is wasteful time. You are wasting the time and you are wasting the water. Remember, Allah will be better. Pray to Allah, help any miskin, will be better. I'm talking with people, those who send me more than 10 questions about this specific point. Wallahi, this is what I learned from my deen. 3 ayat. One from the best ayat which I memorized. All of Quran is good, but just focus about these 3 ayat. Number 1. Yuridu Allahu bikumul yusra وَلَا يُرِيدُ بِكُمُ الْعُسْرَ. Allah wants easy for you. Allah easy for you. Why you make it difficult? This is one ayah. I love it so much. The second ayah, Allah said, لا يكلف الله نفسا إلا وسعها. لا يكلف الله نفسا إلا ما أتاها. سيجعل الله بعد عسر يسرا. لا يكلف الله. Allah doesn't make taklif obligation for you to make it difficult on you. Allah doesn't like that. Why people love that? And they think that they are more pious. Who said that? لا يكلف الله نفسا إلا وسعها. I can pray قيام الليل 1 hour. Another brother can make قيام الليل in 2 minutes. Another brother, he can't make it at all. لا يكلف الله نفسا إلا ما أتاها. سيجعل الله بعد عسر يسرا. And the third ayah that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, ما جعل الله عليكم في الدين من حرج. Why you have to embarrass yourself with the ta'at of Allah? Allah doesn't want this. You know what that means, haraj? That, مثلا, for example, that you didn't fast every Monday and every Thursday. If you make it, Allahu Akbar. You take ajr from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But you can't make it. And you come to make punishing you to yourself. You punish her. Why I didn't fast? Oh, how could I face Allah? ما جعل الله عليكم في الدين من حرج. There is no embarrassment here. It's sunan from sunan al-Rasul. If you make it, Allahu Akbar. If you don't have ability to make it, خلاص. Why you make it so tough on yourself? Who said that? Yeah. And there is hadith. I said 3 ayat. There is another hadith. Great hadith. ما خير رسول الله بين أمرين إلا اختار أيسرهما. سيدنا الحبيب المصطفى صلى الله عليه وسلم. He doesn't never that chosen between 2 things except he takes the easiest one. سيدنا الحبيب المصطفى. Wallahi, there are people now. ما خيروا بين أمرين إلا اختاروا أعسرهما. There are people now, if you chosen them between 2 things, they all the time take the hardest one. Yeah, are you more pious than Rasulullah? معلش, I come out from my topic, but I will end it and I will come back. 3 from the Sahabat Rasulullah came to Rasulullah, stayed with him days. And after that, one of them said, Wallahi, I won't sleep at night. I will pray at night, all days, all nights. I will make qiyam al-layl every night. And another one said, I won't get married from woman. I won't get married from woman. I wanted to focus with my worship to Allah. And the third one said, I will fast all days. All days I'm going to fast. What Rasulullah said? Said, Wallahi inni لأتقى عباد الله إلى الله. I'm the most pious person to Allah. وأنا أصوم وأفطر. I'm fasting and sometimes I don't fast. وأقوم وأنا. Sometimes I'm praying at night and sometimes I'm sleeping. وأتزوج النساء. And I might get married from the woman. فمن رغب عن سنتي فليس مني. Anyone doesn't imitate me, he won't be with me or from me. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Coming back, just I give this point to let you feel comfort. Don't make it too much on yourself. Make the wudu like what I said now, and follow the sunnah properly. Don't waste your time and the water. Even now we talk about the sunnah of al-wudu and the obligatory act of al-wudu. Last thing, and I will end inshallah this. Last thing, that nawaqid al-wudu, the nullifies. That to have something nullifies your wudu. To break some terms from the obligatory acts, which we took 6 obligatory acts. If you break something, your wudu, akhi, will be avoided. This one thing. Second thing, if there is anything coming out from your private area, anything coming, passing gas, urinate, defecate, blood also, bleeding, anything coming from this area, you should right away go and make another wudu because your wudu will be avoided. And the third thing and last thing, or we have 2 more things, an-nawmul amiq, to sleep deeply. Some fuqaha said, if you sleep when are you sitting, there is no problem, but I don't agree with this. If you sleep deeply, with any way, that you should renew your wudu. You know why? Why al-fuqaha said this? Because when you are sleeping, maybe you will pass something, like passing gas, maybe. So you should come and renew your wudu. Even now, if you break any term from the terms of obligatory acts, if anything coming out from your private area, if you sleep deeply, and last thing, if you eat the meat of camels. طبعا there is differences between الفقهاء. In my opinion, this is not shart. In my opinion. Why? 3 from 4. الإمام الشافعي رحمه الله, الإمام أبو حنيفة رحمه الله, الإمام مالك رحمهم الله, they said there is no problem if you eat from the camel meat, because there is hadith عن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم said ما لمس لحم النار يحتاج إلى وضوء. There is بمعنى الحديث, if any meat, the fire, the flame touch it, and you eat it, you don't need to make wudu. Any meat, any kind of meat. Hadith عن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم. Another group, just one person, Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal, we respect him, radiallahu anhu arda, he said, no way. If you eat from the camel meat, you should make wudu. Why? Because he have another hadith. And I will end, inshallah, my episode now. He has another hadith that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, some people asked him, if we eat from sheep meat, have we make wudu? He said no. Then they asked him, what about the camels? He said no. If you eat camels, you should make wudu. And this hadith sahih, and this hadith sahih. But if there any conflict, no. Come back to another fuqaha, jumhur al-fuqaha, what they said about the hadith, which Rasulullah said, if you eat from the camel meat, you should make wudu. How they answer, how they reply on this hadith. They said, yes, this hadith was in the beginning. Then after that, Rasulullah said, now, if any flame comes and touches, just touches the meat, you haven't to make wudu. See the differences between fuqaha? Ahmad ibn Hanbal radiallahu anhu said, no, the hadith was clean. Differences between the fuqaha, I don't consider this as a term. I have just only nawaqid al-wudu, like 3. If you just break any terms from obligatory acts, if anything come out from your private area, if you sleep deeply, your wudu will be a void, and you should make another wudu and renew your wudu. I'm asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept us. إنه على كل شيء قدير. Inshallah, next episode we will talking about al-ghusl, to wash your body after al-janaba, and also we will talk about بإذن الله تعالى التيمم, to use the soil if there is no water. Barakallahu li wa lakum. If there is any question, I'm ready before I end the episode. Inshallah, if there is any question.
For the girls who use the nail polish.
Yeah, okay.
What's the hukm? Do they actually, if they make wudu before they put nail polish, do they have to remove it every day or what?
Yeah, this is like a question. المجمع الفقهي الأوروبي, they discussed this issue. There is kind of polish now. It doesn't affect the skin of the hand, because the main thing now, the water should reach to every single part of the skin. So if this kind of polish or the nails itself, is that from the skin or no? This is the main question. It has differences between the fuqaha. Now a lot of ulama from al-majma' al-fiqh al-Urubi, because they feel that a lot of women, they don't pray, because they prefer to use this than to take it off and make wudu. So they use it and, oh, now my salah is a void, I want to make wudu, I ask them don't like to pray. This is how they act. So because of that, a lot of ulama, among them Sheikh al-Qaradawi rahimahullah, ta'ala bis-sihha, we respect him, we respect all ulama. Yani I'm not following one madrasa or one school. I respect all ulama, but just I'm giving you names from those who said that you can use the polish and you can make wudu with it. They said it because dar al-mafasid muqaddamun ala jalb al-masalih. There is fiqhi rule that dar al-mafsada. Yalla, what you choose, to let your daughter or your sister don't to pray, or let her use this and make wudu and pray? What's better? Fadar al-mafsada, to prevent the mafsada that she won't pray, muqaddamun, it's advanced ala jalb al-maslaha. The maslaha that you shouldn't put this, just use the regular water and pray to Allah and that's it, you know? So I think this fatwa is very unique, and I would like to inshallah share it or post it. It's depend also on the situation. Depend on the situation of the girl, of the woman. If there is like stubbornity and this girl or woman won't pray, if you just tell her that it's prevented the wudu, what's the better? to stop praying or to just put it and use the different opinion. Sheikh, there is قاعدة فقهية. Fiqhi rule says, if there is khilaf, if there is differences, بطل النقد, that it's خلاص. To say this person is wrong, you are wrong now. Because why wrong? Who are you? You are faqih, I will bring 50 faqih. You are alim, I will bring 70 alim. يعني, it's not fight. My opinion, your opinion. It's not like this. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about regularly. فعلماء said, okay, another ulama said too. Yeah, another ulama said too. If there is khilaf, right away, stop. Stop mistaking others. Stop saying other people are mistaken. Stop that. Follow your way, the dalil. Akhi, all that which we're talking about, in the end of the day, where is the criterion? Ad-dalil. What Allah said, what Rasulullah said from al-hadith al-sahih. Ad-dalil al-fasil, the criterion between anyone. But the problem is, there is many different adillah. Like what I told you, lahm al-jadur, camel meat. There is 2 hadith now. Yalla. Oh, go to the shurrah al-hadith. The ulama, those who have good understanding of the hadith. Oh, among them said different way. Okay, now you have 2 opinions. Istafti qalbak walau aftak al-nas. Make fatwa with your heart. Which dalil that you feel that it's right, it's stronger. Which one? Follow your heart. But before you follow your heart, remember that Allah said, يُرِيدُ اللَّهُ بِكُمُ الْيُسْرِ وَلَا يُرِيدُ بِكُمُ الْعُسْرِ. Wallahi, this ayah, I told my wife to, I want actually to make it and put it and hang it in the house. In every way. يُرِيدُ اللَّهُ بِكُمُ الْيُسْرِ. Allah wants this. Allah loves that. And people said, no. We like al-usr. Okay, go ahead. I'm asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to let us follow the Sahih al-Sunnah. Let us follow Kitab Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Let us follow al-Anbiya, al-Siddiqeen, al-Shuhada, al-Salihin, wa hasuna ulaika rafiqa. هذا والله أعلم. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.